They said it couldn't be done. They said it was impossible, but it wasn't. This Nilou guide hurts my very soul, and not even Primo Gems can make up for the pain I suffered. How much we talking about? So we have this Nilou guide with the most basic title, Nilou Guide, the best weapon build and artifact build for Nilou. And notice one thing, this was made all the way back in September. So they must have had some very nice dreams to make this guide. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing everything wrong. So jumping right into the best weapons for Nilou, you can see her signature weapon, the key. Obviously it's going to be best in slot, right? I mean, there's no debate on that. Usually a character's signature weapon's going to be their best in slot. Mist Splitter Reforged. Now, you know, it can be good if you're building a DPS Nilou, but that's not really how Nilou should be played. Mist Splitter is fine, but I mean, if you're going to use a 5-star weapon, like a great DPS 5-star weapon for a character that scales off HP, I think it's kind of a waste. Next is the new 4-star that I think you get on the banner. This is good. It's fine. They're also missing the fact that Favonius Sword exists, the famed Fav series, the way too broken of a 4-star weapon, and that is better than this Moonlight Sword. Sacrificial Sword is also a good option, but I mean, if you run Moonlight, it's fine on Nilou. But I'm still hung up on the fact that Mist Splitter Reforged, I mean, it's not bad, right? If you're gonna build DPS Nilou, it's like a good weapon, but it seems like a waste. I mean, put on your Ayaka or put it on any other sword character that deals more damage. Hey, but if you like Nilou, you want to go DPS and you don't have enough funds for her signature weapon, I'm all for it. There's also Jade, which is another cracked weapon. So best artifacts for Nilou. We have Gilded Dreams and Heart of Death. Now, I'm very confused here. I think the route they're going for is a DPS Nilou, but Nilou isn't meant to be played as a DPS. She can, but it's not her best utilization, right? Gilded Dreams gives you Elemental Mastery. Heart of Death gives you Hydra damage bonus. She has an HP based kit, which means that you want to run Tenacity, because that gives you 20% HP. Or you can run even 4 Deepwood if you don't have a Deepwood user on your team. Nilou's team comps are going to be Dendro and Hydro, but we'll talk more about that later. Nilou is flexible for her artifact sets. You can run a lot of 2-pieces, but at least include Tenacity and Millith as one of the 2-pieces, and this guy doesn't even show that. If you want damage, you can run 4 Emblem too, because Emblem is broken, and we all know that, but no one wants to farm that Forsaken Domain anymore. If you have an extra set, which you probably do, because anybody who farms Emblem has always been an Emblem and will always be an Emblem, even though there's an artifact set. We will go back to it eventually. But yeah, 4 Emblem is okay for DPS Nilou, buffs your burst damage. Even then, Tenacity and Millith still buffs Nilou's damage, right? Because she scales off HP, so I mean, why not just run Tenacity and Millith? But if you want to spec out, then go ahead, mix and match. But if we're talking about best artifacts for Nilou, we have to talk about her best playstyle. These 2 artifact sets that they're showing is unfortunately not the best. All right, this is what we've been waiting for. This is the juicy stuff. Best team compositions for Nilou. The first one is Nilou International with Nilou, Xiangling, Bennett, and Sucrose or Kazuha. Okay, I personally hate this team solely for the fact that it's a national team. I mean, yes, honestly, anything with Xiangling, Bennett, and Kazuha or Sucrose is gonna be strong. Just slap on any other character, they'll still slap everything around like they're a bully at a playground, but I just don't like it. Yeah, I don't think even National's gonna do well here because Nilou she just doesn't have that much Hydro application. They even say it themselves. She doesn't have as much Hydro application as, say, other characters, so this is not like the best team of National. But there's one important thing. Nilou's team should be Dendro and Hydro only. Her passive skill makes it so that the team, if they're Dendro and Hydro only, basically get buffed. Skim through the teams. Nilou Hyper Carry, Hydrobot / support at C1. What? This is a build, not a team composition. Are they telling us to go solo Nilou? Like solo Barbara against the Oceanid or something? But none of their team comps has Dendro and Hydro only, which is mind-boggling. You would expect for them to at least get that part of the guide correct. In plain text, it says when all characters in the party are Dendro or Hydro, and then a massive essay after that. They don't even address it. Like, maybe it could be bad, maybe it's not the optimal team. I'm pretty sure it is, but they don't even mention it. They just don't. What are they doing? Even Nilou hyper carry is so bad. Nilou, Toma, Xingqiu, Kazuha. Toma? What? This is basically the first team except worse, because you have Toma instead of Xiaoling. And then you swap out Bennett for Xingqiu. And this is their C6 team. Yeah, this is just bad. I mean, this is a C6 team probably, but even then, I don't think you're going to be using Toma in a C6 team. I mean, no offense to Toma, all you Toma lovers out there, I applaud you. Yeah, it's just, no. Now that we have Dendro characters, the potential for many Hydra characters have only gone upwards, and considering Nilou's flexibility, she might have the highest potential of them all. They say, now that we have Dendro characters, but they don't show a Dendro character team. Wow, how nice of them. Some might say she's disappointing, but comebacks have been unusually common for Hydra characters, especially for Child and Kokomi. Yeah, that's true. I hope you liked the video. This was one terrible guide. Every time I think it can't get any worse, it does. If you're rolling for Nilou, I hope you get her. Me personally, I'm gonna try to not, but I think my Primogem addiction is growing and growing with each and every passing second, and I'll see you later.